What does it feel like to be erased from your own mother's life, only to be summoned back when her perfect replacement family crumbles? I used to ask myself that question every night, staring at the ceiling of my tiny apartment, the hum of the city outside my window drowning out the ache in my chest. My name is Lena, and this is the story of how I learned to stop chasing a mother who never wanted me and what happened when she came crawling back. I was 10 when Mom left. One day she was there, making pancakes and humming off-key, the next she was gone, her suitcase packed, leaving nothing but a note, "I need a fresh start, Lena. You're strong. You'll be fine with Dad." Fine? I was a kid, not a soldier. Dad did his best, but he was a quiet man, broken by her betrayal. He worked long hours at the factory, leaving me to navigate the world alone. I'd sit on our sagging couch, clutching the locket she'd given me, a cheap thing with a picture of us inside, and wonder what I'd done wrong. Was I too loud? Too needy? Not enough? Years passed, and I pieced together the truth from whispers and social media. Mom had remarried. A guy named Greg, some slick real estate agent with a megawatt smile. They had twins, a boy and a girl, and moved to a gated community in the suburbs. She'd gotten her do-over family, a shiny new life where I didn't fit. No calls, no letters, not even a birthday card. I was a ghost to her, a reminder of a past she'd burned to ashes. By the time I was 18, I stopped expecting her to show up. I buried the locket in a drawer and built my own life, grit, hustle, and a job as a bartender in the city. I wasn't rich, but I was free. Then, last month, she called. After 17 years of silence, her number flashed on my phone like a grenade. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. Her voice was thinner than I remembered, trembling. "Lena, I need to see you. Please." No apology, no explanation, just a plea. Against my better judgment, I agreed to meet her at a diner downtown. I told myself it was closure, nothing more. The diner smelled of burnt coffee and nostalgia. Mom sat in a corner booth, her once vibrant hair dulled, her face lined with something heavier than age. She looked like a stranger playing the role of my mother. I slid into the seat across from her, my heart a tight fist. "What do you want?" I asked, my voice colder than I meant it to be. She fidgeted with her napkin, eyes darting. "It's Greg. He's gone. Took everything, our savings, the house, the kids' college funds. I'm drowning, Lena. I need your help." I laughed, a sharp, bitter sound that made her flinch. "Help? You ghosted me for 17 years, Mom. You built a whole new family and pretended I didn't exist. Now you're here because your perfect life imploded?" Her eyes filled with tears, but I wasn't done. "Do you know what it was like? Watching you post pictures of your twins at soccer games, birthdays, vacations, while I was scraping by, wondering why I wasn't enough? You don't get to waltz back in and ask for favors." She reached for my hand, but I pulled away. "I was wrong," she whispered. "I thought I could start over, be better. But I never stopped loving you." Those words should have meant something, but they felt like ash. Love doesn't abandon. Love doesn't choose a better family. I was about to tell her that when the diner door jingled, and a girl about 16 walked in. She had Mom's eyes, sharp and green, but a nervous energy that didn't match the polished Instagram photos I'd seen. She slid into the booth beside Mom, her backpack thudding to the floor. "Lena, this is Miya," Mom said, her voice unsteady. "Your half-sister." The air left my lungs. Miya wasn't supposed to be here. She was part of the do-over package the daughter mom had chosen over me. Yet here she was, real and awkward, her nails bitten to the quick. "Hi," she mumbled, barely meeting my eyes. "Mom said you might help us." I stared at her, this unexpected twist in my story. Miya wasn't the enemy I'd imagined. She was just a kid, caught in Mom's mess, same as me. For a moment, I saw myself in her, the same confusion, the same hunger for answers. It shifted something in me, like a crack in a dam. "Why me?" I asked, turning back to Mom. "Why now?" Mom's voice broke. "Because you're strong, Lena. Stronger than me. I thought I could fix everything with Greg, but I failed. I failed you, and now I'm failing Miya and her brother. I don't know where else to turn." I wanted to scream that her failures weren't my burden. But Mia's presence complicated things. She wasn't asking for my forgiveness, she was just a kid who needed help. I thought of Dad, how he'd kept going despite Mom's betrayal, how he'd taught me to stand tall. Maybe strength wasn't just about walking away. Maybe it was about choosing when to fight. "I'm not promising anything," I said finally, my voice low. "But I'll listen. Tell me everything." Mom spilled the story. Greg had been charming at first, but cracks formed fast. He gambled, lied, drained their accounts. When the twins turned 16, he vanished, leaving Mom with debts and a foreclosed house. Miya and her brother, Max, were living in a cramped apartment, their futures uncertain. Mom had no job, no plan, just desperation. Miya spoke up, her voice quiet but steady. "I found you online. Your bar's Instagram. You seem together. Like you know how to survive." Her words hit me harder than Mom's tears. This girl, my half-sister, had been watching me from afar, piecing together a version of me I barely recognized. It wasn't fair. None of this was. But fairness had never been part of my story. "I survived because I had to," I said, locking eyes with Miya. "Not because I had help. But you're here now, and I'm not heartless. I can't fix your life, Mom, and I won't bankroll you. But I can help Miya and Max get on their feet. Tutoring, a job, a place to crash if they need it. That's my line." Mom nodded, tears streaming, but I wasn't looking at her. I was looking at Miya, who gave a small, grateful smile. It wasn't forgiveness, not from Mom. It was a choice for the sister I didn't know I had, for the part of me that still believed in second chances. We talked for hours, mapping out small, practical steps. I connected Miya with a friend who tutored high schoolers, offered to ask my boss about a weekend gig for her. It wasn't a fairy tale reunion, no tearful hugs or instant family. It was messy, real, and heavy with unspoken history. When we left the diner, the city lights felt brighter, sharper, like they were cutting through the fog of my past. I didn't forgive Mom that day, and maybe I never will. But I gave her the cold reality she deserved. I wasn't her savior, and she couldn't rewrite our story. Yet, in that diner, I found something I didn't expect: a sister, a chance to be better than the woman who left me behind. Miya and I are still figuring each other out, one hesitant text at a time. As for Mom, she's got her own road to walk. I'm done carrying her weight. Sometimes, family isn't about who you're born to. It's about who you choose to stand by when the world falls apart. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough.